Hunt for the event behind these headlines. Matthew describes biblical event. Event occurs on eve of the Passion. Leonardo paints event on cathedral wall in Milan. 13 dine for last time. If you said Last Supper, you're right and have joined Headline Hunters. And now let's join the host of our program, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much, and good evening. Welcome to Headline Hunters, where we ask our players to identify well-known people, places, things, or events. The faster they get the headline, the more points they score. And we have built up for the season to this night, the Night of Champions, with the three highest scorers coming back to compete for a beautiful automobile. There are other prizes, and I must tell you, during the course of the season, not too many people went over the 1,000 mark. All three of these gentlemen went over 1,000 points. Let's meet our champion Headline Hunters.
I'm Bill Whitnell from Scarborough, and I'm glad to be back.
Peter Wilson, I'm glad to be back too.
Stan Etchells, and I guess I'm glad to be back too.
Well, all three of you deserve to be back, because I was just saying to the crew backstage, I said, these are three very sharp gentlemen. Stan, Peter, Bill, it is nice to welcome you back. Please be comfortable for a moment, because as usual, if you want to close your eyes right now, I'm going to tell everyone else that one of these gentlemen will get the hidden headline word and win a fine bonus prize. Here is tonight's hidden headline word. Just for you at home, blacked out here in the studio. And Bill, Peter, and Stan, you know we're looking for people, places, things, or events. Do also remember, fact or fiction. If you buzz an answer incorrectly, of course, we subtract those points from your score, but we never take you below zero. Good luck to all three of you. It's a shame that only one of you can win. You are three fine players. We start at 100 points with a person, and this headline starts the championship.
Actress becomes Miss Seattle, 1955.
50 points.
Beautiful blonde becomes Mrs. Cary Grant, number 4.
And it is Bill starting for 50.
Deanne Karen?
And it is indeed Deanne Cannon. You're right for 50 points, yes. Alvin Carroll, Tenet Allison, Heaven Can Wait, and Bill is on the scoreboard first with 50. We go to 200 points now. We're looking for what could be considered an event and a place. Event and place, 200 points. And this headline.
San Antonio de Valero builds chapel, 1744.
And Stan for 200.
The Alamo?
Alamo was right. You've taken over the lead. Yes, the place, the Alamo, and of course the Alamo where the event took place. Stan moves into the lead at 200. Peter, this could be yours. It's worth 300 points. It is a thing. Dave Duvall has the first headline.
Patented by H.E. Smith, 1858.
200 points.
Becomes electrically powered, 1910.
100 points.
Helps with a household chore.
50 points.
Instead of beating clothes on rocks.
Peter for 50.
Oh, it's a washing machine.
It is indeed a washing machine, and all three players now on the scoreboard as Peter gets his first 50 points. We complete the round at 400 points, and players, we call your attention now to a visual clue. Does everyone see that clearly? Yes? Ah, interesting. A place, 400 points. And this headline.
Third most populated city in U.S., 1960.
300 points.
Contains district formerly known Babylon.
200 points.
Average of 363 days yearly of almost perfect weather.
100 points.
Home of the stars.
And a Stan for 100.
Los Angeles?
Los Angeles, that's right. You were looking at Los Angeles. Stan gets 100 points there, finishing the round at 300 points. Yes, you could tell immediately it was Los Angeles, because out there you never breathe any air you can't see. We'll be back to more headline hunting right after this. Well, we are back to business with the Night of Champions. In just a little while, we'll find out who's going to win that beautiful Mazda automobile. As we ended round one, Bill at 50, Peter at 50, Stan at 300. A new round once again starts at 100 points. We're looking for a thing. Here's the first headline.
Originates from Tahitian work to mark.
50 points.
Japanese perfect colored ones.
40 points.
Body markings once regarded fashionable.
And Bill for 40.
Tattoo?
Tattoo, that's right. That's the thing we're looking for. And 40 points for Bill, getting him up to 90 points in second place. We go to 200 points. We are looking for people. People, plural. Or it could be person, people. Could be taken either way. 200 points. Here's the headline.
Shop known for gossip and opinion in ancient Greece and Rome.
100 points.
Group performs bloodletting and minor surgery.
And Peter for 100.
Barber shop.
or a barber shop. Yes, you've got it. That's the people we're looking for. Barber's tonight's hidden headline word, Peter. You've said it first, so you have won this bonus prize. And take a look at this, Peter Wilson.
And your bonus prize for having said our magic word tonight is from Rival, this beautiful convection oven that bakes, broils, and roasts with superb efficiency, cooks 30% faster and at a lower temperature to seal in juices and flavor, and saves energy. It's yours from Rival.
And a very nice prize for the hidden headline word it is. Yours to keep no matter how you finish in the game. And incidentally, we have nice prizes for the runners-up as well, because you are indeed three champions. Stan, 300. Peter, 150. Bill at 90. Back to business at 300 points. Looking for a place with this headline.
World's smallest sovereign state
200 points.
lies on west bank of Tiber River.
And Stan wants to try it for 200.
The Vatican?
The Vatican is right. That is the world's smallest sovereign state, the Vatican City, and you've added 200 points. Stan, 500 points now as he leads by 350 over Peter. This is for 400. It could wipe out the lead. It is an event, and here's the headline.
Longest engagement of World War I
300 points.
begins February 21st, 1916.
200 points.
French commanded by General Pétain.
An event. 100 points.
British offensive of Somme, relief to event.
Stan for 100.
Could it be the Battle of Verdun?
It could indeed be the Battle of Verdun. Yes, that's the event we're looking for. Another 100 points for Stan. He is up to 600 as we end the round. 600, 150, and 90. We start a new round at 100 points. And again, we call your attention just to tease you a little bit. Hope you're playing along at home, and I hope you like the visuals that we've added. Here is a visual clue, a well-known place, 100 points. And Peter's light is lit already, but he does get that first headline for 100.
Well, isn't that the Acropolis?
Southernmost state of the Balkan Peninsula.
Now that you've heard the headline, you can answer for 100 points. Do you know it?
Well, this is in Greece. It's the Acropolis.
You said it right. That's the place we're looking for, Greece. Yes, indeed. And I believe you were looking at the Acropolis. As a matter of fact, you took a chance, Peter, and it paid off. Peter with 100 points, up to 250 points in second place. This is for 200. It is a person. Here's the headline.
Marries socialite Phyllis Potter in 1933.
100 points.
First hit film, Flying Down to Rio.
And Stan for 100.
Fred Astaire.
Nicely done. Fred Astaire it is. Yes, Flying Down to Rio. Ginger Rogers coming up. Stan is always amazed when he gets something from film lore, right? Stan's up to 700. This is a 300-point event. And here's the headline.
Miss Anna Jarvis originates 1907.
200 points.
Philadelphia, first city to celebrate day.
And Peter for 200 big points.
Well, I think it's Mother's Day.
I think you're right. It is Mother's Day. Another 200 points for Peter as he stays right behind Stan at 450. Now we up the value to 400 points. This is the place where we would normally meet a mystery guest, but as has been our policy for the last 8 years, and again this year, we don't want to take time away to interview a guest, certainly on the Night of Champions. So we will not have a guest. 700, 450, 900, a place. 400 points. And this headline.
Has 1/5 of world's bauxite supply.
300 points.
Called breadbasket of Europe.
200 points.
Divided by Danube River.
100 points.
Name derived from Huns.
And it's Peter for 100.
Hungary.
Hungary is right for 100 points. Peter adds another 100. He's up to 550, trailing only 150 points over Stan. 700, 550 to 90. And we will be back with more headline hunting in the Night of Champions right after we take time out for this message of importance. Please watch. These people pay the bill. Bill Whitnall, 90 points. Peter Wilson, 550 points. Stan Etchell, 700 points. Still anyone's game in the Night of Champions and some great runner-up prizes.
It could be a 9.9 horsepower, quiet, fast, convenient, and portable outboards from the Evinrude Wolfpack that range from 2 to 235 horsepower. Top quality outboards sold and serviced by Evinrude's worldwide network of marine dealers. Or a 7-piece selection of Diane von Furstenberg luggage, a variety of fashionable styles, lightweight, casual, and durable, with plenty of spacious pockets, beautifully designed to coordinate your very own collection from Jetliner.
And some nice prizes for two gentlemen. Of course, someone gets that automobile. Let's get back. 100 points as we start a new round. We're looking for a thing. Here's the first headline.
Name first used January 1st, 1942, as 26 states joined.
And it is Stan for 100.
United Nations.
United Nations is right for 100 points. Stan is moving again up to 800 points. We go to 200. We look for a person. Here's the headline.
Francis Gum, born 1922, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
And Peter beat Bill to the buzzer for 200.
Judy Garland.
Judy Garland is right. Francis Gum, Judy Garland. And Peter adds another 200. He now trails Stan by 50 points. 300, we're looking for a place. Here's the headline.
Treaty of Utrecht makes it a possession of Britain.
200 points.
Has no natural resources or usable farmland.
And it's Stan for 200.
Labrador.
No, incorrect. A break for Peter and Bill as Stan loses 200 points. Out of the remainder of the set of headlines, Bill and Peter alone for 100 points.
Becomes fortress and naval base.
Peter for 100.
Is it Malta?
No, that is incorrect. You lose 100 down to 650. A break for Bill, 50 points.
English is official language. Spanish widely spoken.
Bill for 50.
Gibraltar.
Gibraltar. You've got it for 50 points. Yes. Jumped all over the globe. Peter and Bill came out on top with 140, making things a lot closer now. Peter in the lead, 650, stands 600. Bill at 140. This is for 400. It is a thing. Here's the headline.
About 80% of species native to Asia, 15% to America.
300 points.
Arrives with other flowers from Middle East to Spain.
200 points.
Some source of vitamin C, some petals for cooking.
Interesting. And Stan wants to try it for 200.
Roses.
And Stan is right for 200. It is indeed the rose. Yes. Rose hit vitamin C, I think would have given it to me. And Stan moves back into the lead. As we end the round at 800, 650, 140, we will go to 100 points as we look for the identity of a well-known place. Again, if you will, gentlemen, we call your attention to a visual clue. Take a look at this. 100 points, a place, and here's the headline.
Known as town of Granville in 1875.
50 points.
Also known as Canada's Golden Gateway.
And Bill wants to try it.
Vancouver.
Vancouver it is. Yes, that was a visual of Vancouver. And Bill has the points, and he's up to 190 points. 200 now as we go for a person with this headline.
Silversmith enters world January 1st, 1735.
Peter wants to take a chance for 200 big points.
Paul Revere?
And Peter is right. It is Paul Revere, who started as a silversmith. We didn't get to the Redcoats are coming, and Peter moves into the lead by
British
50
are coming.
points. What, Peter?
The British are coming.
The British are coming. Thank you very
right.
much there, Peter. Before I get mail, 850, 800 to 190. We go to 300 points. We're looking for a thing. Here's the championship, and here is the headline.
15,000 species, most numerous of terrestrial animals.
Fascinating headline. 200 points.
Makes up family Formicidae.
100 points.
Found everywhere except Arctic and Antarctic regions.
And it is Stan for 100.
Try ants.
And Ants is right for 100. Another 100 points for Stan, who now moves back into the lead by 50 points. We go to 400 as we complete the round with a place. And this headline.
9.7 kilometers from Tyrrhenian Sea.
Give or take a point of kilometers. 300 points.
Manufactures glass, processed food, and pharmaceuticals.
Peter for 300.
Venice?
No, incorrect. And Peter loses a big 300 points. For Bill and Stan for 200 points.
Crushed by the Genoese in naval battle of Meloria.
100 points.
Galileo born here 1564.
One more headline for 50 points.
Pisano's Leaning Tower found here.
And Stan for 50.
Pisa.
Pisa is right, yes. Peter was thrown there for a moment with the glass, but 9.7 kilometers from the sea is Pisa. And Stan winds up on top on that one. Peter, you're back in now as all three players look for a thing at 100 points. And this headline.
John Loud patents first one.
50 points.
Takes 61 years to develop.
40 points.
Problems with the ink.
And Peter for 40.
Printing machine?
No, that is incorrect. You lose 40 points down to 510. Again, it's Bill and Stan for 30 points.
Outsells fountain pens 1949.
Stan for 30.
The ballpoint.
Ballpoint pen, yes. John Lowell patented the first ballpoint pen. Stan up to 980, and Peter is back in now, and he's got some ground to catch up. This could help. 200. An event with this headline.
Also season of Roman festival of Pomona, goddess of fruit.
100 points.
Event marks waning power of the sun.
50 points.
Bonfires keep away evil spirits.
40 points.
Ghosts, goblins, witches, and fairies, common symbols of event.
And it's Peter beating everyone of the buzzer for 40.
Halloween.
Halloween or All Hallows Eve. Yes, Peter is back on a winning way as he goes up to 550 points. We go to 300. We're looking for a person. Here's the headline.
Politician born 1904, Baltimore.
200 points.
Linked with Whittaker Chambers, 1948.
100 points.
Exposed as Soviet agent by Chambers.
And Bill for 100.
Alger Hiss.
Alger Hiss is right for 100 points. Bill starts to move now, getting up to 290 points. We complete the round at 400 points. This is a thing. And here's the headline.
Inert substance replaces potent drug.
300 points.
Used as controller in scientific studies.
200 points.
Known as double-blind experiments.
100 points.
Prescribed when no medication needed.
And Peter for 100.
Placebo.
Placebo is right on a tough set of headlines. Peter adds 100. He is up to 650 points in second place. And Bill at 290 stands still in the lead at 980. Let's get back into another headline. 100, a new round, a thing, and this headline.
Provides Laplanders with chief means of transportation.
Stan beating Bill to the buzzer for 100.
Is it the rain, dear?
It is indeed rain, dear, and you've got another 100 points, Stan, going over the 1,000 mark. 200 points, we look for a thing. Listen to this headline.
U.S. Amateur Athletic Union recognizes sport 1953.
100 points.
Success depends on opponent's weight and strength.
On opponent's weight and strength. 50 points.
Chigoro Kano creates sport 1882.
40 points.
Match begins with ceremonial bow.
Stan for 40.
Jiu-jitsu?
That is incorrect. You lose 40 points. Bill and Peter for 30 points.
Derived from principles of jiu-jitsu.
And Peter or Bill do not want to try. If it isn't jiu-jitsu, I think I might have tried judo. Judo. It's the first time we went all the way down to the end with you three, gentlemen. Stan is back in. We go to 300 points looking for a thing. Here's the headline.
Frontiersman marries Polly Finley at age 18.
For 200 points.
Southerner volunteers as scout for Andrew Jackson.
100 points.
Hero elected to Congress 1826.
50 points.
Davy dies fighting at the Alamo.
And it is Peter for 50.
Davy Crockett.
Davy Crockett, that's right. You've added another 50 points. We go now to 400 points with this headline looking for a thing.
Called Chorub by Armenians.
300 points.
Turks call it Kulba.
200 points.
A simple calculating device of antiquity uses beads and rods.
And Bill for 200.
Abacus.
That's right, or an abacus. 200 points, and Bill gets up to 490 points. And now we go to 100 points. We're looking for a place with this headline.
Common plant of genus Taraxacum.
I beg your pardon. This is a 400-point headline. Forgive me. This is a thing. 400 points. The thing. David, would you please repeat that?
Common plant of genus Taraxacum.
300 points.
Bright yellow flower, never planted.
And Bill for 300.
Dandelion.
Yes! And Bill, with time running out, adds another 300 points. We end the round with Bill at 790, Peter at 700 points, Stan at 1,040 points. We will quickly get into a new round for 100 points. We're looking for the identity of a place with this headline.
Matanzas, Cardenas, and Guantanamo, important ports.
Peter for 100.
And Cuba.
Cuba is right for 100. Peter is up to 800 points. We go to 200 points now, looking for a thing or event with this headline.
8 awards given, each May since 1917.
100 points.
Prize Advisory Board selects distinguished works.
And Stan beating everyone to the buzzer for 100.
The Pulitzer Prize.
Pulitzer Prize is right for 100 points. Stan up to 1,140 points. And is time right? Yes, all right. I wasn't sure about the time running out on that. Still very close. 790, 800, 1140. Anyone can win with a deadline set in 500 points. The automobile at the end of the rainbow right after this commercial break. Well, here we go. I'm glad we've had some great prizes for the runner-up prizes as well as this fine winning automobile that someone's going to get in a moment because, indeed, we have three fine champions. Incidentally, if you notice, there were two 400-point headlines in a row. That does not change the outcome of the scores, and everything remains fair for all three of the players. And let's look at those scores before the deadline set. And as it should be with three fine champions, anyone can now win it. Bill at 790 points could win if he answered for 500 or 400. Peter at 800 points could also win if he answered for 500 or 400. Stan Etchells in the lead with 1,140. If he answered correctly for any points, he would win the automobile. 1,140, 800, 790. Three fine players right down to the wire. My compliments to all three of you gentlemen. The deadline set. We are looking for the identity of a well-known thing. A thing, 500 points. Here we go with the first headline.
Located 14 miles southeast of Naples.
400 points.
Causes death of citizens of Pompeii.
Peter is trying for 400. If he is right, you
Vesuvius.
are the champion. If not, you are down and out of it. Do you know it?
Vesuvius.
That's right for 400 points. And by 60 points at 1,200, Peter Wilson, you are the winner. Congratulations. And here is that grand prize.
It's great to win any new car, but when it's a new Mazda GLC Sport with front-wheel drive and loaded with standard features, that makes winning all the better. Test drive one soon at your Mazda dealers. You'll be a winner, too. And to make sure your car always looks at its best, Rain Dance from DuPont. Rain Dance car wax lasts longer than other leading car waxes. Water beading proves it. DuPont guarantees it. Congratulations.
All righty, Peter. Come on, let's step on over here and take a look at that automobile of yours. Our congratulations, sir. Hop on over.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Where we get? Would you like to sit in there and get comfortable? Sure. Here you go. The keys are yours. By 60 points, you are the champion, Peter. Our sincere congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I hope you'll be happy with that. It's a beautiful automobile, and you well deserve it.
Yes, thank you.
I wish we had an automobile for all three of them because they are three fine players. And gentlemen, would you like to come over here and join me as well? Stan and Bill, our thanks to all of you, and our thanks to all of the people who have joined us and played Headline Hunters this season. Stan, thank you very much. You finished in second place, and Bill, not that far behind with the three of you. And while they're sitting around, let's not get in Peter's way here. We have to show him a little bit. We want to show him and show the automobile. I'm glad I have a couple of seconds. Incidentally, we would normally play the rapid round. Someone would get 140 points, 150 points or something. And what we are going to do is just give you around $200. So that'll pay a little bit of gas for the automobile. I thank you so much for joining us. We are saying goodbye now for the 9th year. We are finishing our 9th year on Headline Hunters. Thanks to you and your generous support through the years. I have always thought that Headline Hunters is a cut above the average game show or quiz show with its literate approach, and you have proven that there is an audience for an intelligent show, and I am ever grateful for your continued support. As we finish year number 9, I can only say God bless you and thank you. Good night from Headline Hunters.
While in Toronto, guests of Headline Hunters stay at Howard Johnson's Airport Hotel and Restaurant. Ampex studio quality tape used by more professionals than all other tape. Once again, now offer their famous buy two, get one free sale on 2020 plus products. Ampex, the tape of the stars. Cars used on Headline Hunters provided by Tilden Rent-A-Car, featuring the new Chevrolet Citation and other fine cars. In Canada, it's Tilden.